We can go to Dreamland. I can't find a reason not to go. Yeah, even if only for a weekend, we can really leave, let nobody know.
See, and that's the shit we gotta deal with behind the scenes. Y'all not here for this, okay? It's a nightmare working with these people.
Crazy.
Hey man, what's going on, y'all? I'm Skizzy from the Dreamers.
I am King Cullen on the villain himself.
And I am Trilla T.
And it's my birthday.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, nigga, Kobe.
Damn right.
Kobe.
Damn right.
Tufo. Youngest nigga in the Dreamers, but we here, nigga.
Yeah.
Finally.
Tufo, Leo Gang. Also, shout out to my home dog, Chanella. Her birthday is technically today. My birthday is in 20 minutes. But
For sure.
Chanella, turn up for me. I'm turn up for you.
Happy birthday,
yeah. And then while we on the topic of Leo season, shout out my nigga Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
August 2nd.
Yeah, my guy.
Shout out to nigga Andrew. And then August 4th.
Yeah, who August 4? Who August 4?
Who August 4?
Who August 4?
Oh, man.
Jedi!
Jedi,
the firstborn, the greatest to ever walk this earth, is 1 year old.
1 year.
And I'm fucking lit. I'm gonna be drunk as shit at that party, man. Mark my
We
word.
made it a year. I'm trying to get drunk as shit now.
Hey, man.
I forgot my bottle.
We lit, man. The party's gonna be fire.
Yeah, we on 10.
So I'm lit today. I'm also lit because, you know, it's a special time of season. Can y'all smell it in the air? Y'all smell that? It smell like it's album making mode.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Okay, we ain't made an album in a hot minute. Okay?
Yeah,
Technically,
it's been a minute.
It was Meanwhile. Okay?
Technically, yeah.
And technically, I would say Dreamland because Meanwhile was very collaborative.
Yeah.
Slumland tape that was directed by the
Yeah,
Dreamers,
we technically only
know?
made. It took a month to make. Meanwhile, we only did that
Hey man,
in like a couple
that
weeks.
tape is very impressive for that deadline we popped out.
Hey,
Okay?
y'all
We did that
go
thing.
get that shit. Nah,
Listen to that, okay?
Go
There's
listen.
been like
Wow.
2 songs of the week from that already. Go
Yeah,
beat that, okay?
go get that. 100%.
Yeah, nah, we are in the creative juices is flowing.
Yeah,
okay?
making it happen, going in the
You know,
waving in and out.
We got
making
some
it
ideas.
happen.
We not gonna tell y'all too much right
Hey,
now. We
send
gotta
me
give y'all
beats
some
if you
time.
got 'em.
Hey,
I
yeah,
need-
send some beats.
Send some
okay?
beats, nah.
Some very
Send some
dreamy
beats,
beats.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge,
Yeah,
nudge.
nudge,
But you know, yeah.
nudge.
So we in the album making
Nudge,
process. I figured we could talk about some of our album making stories back in the past. I'll start. You know, I feel like the first time, for sure, that I made a tape. Well, trash can technically, but I'm talking about the feeling I got like when we finished.
Yeah.
DDOD the first time. Like, I remember,
yeah.
like we had everything.
different.
We had everything recorded, and our last session was like this 4 or like 6 hour just block session of literally just editing shit.
Editing,
Like, we had
fixing all the
everything,
shit.
getting
Like,
the
boom,
skids,
put this
boom,
here.
boom, boom. We're here. That shit is done. And I remember walking out of that studio, and it was still bright outside, and it was just like the weight of the
a good
world was
day,
just
bro.
fucking lifted, bro. I was like, let's go to the spot. Let's run this shit for the rest of the night, bro.
Run that shit top to
Like,
bottom, man.
I was just sitting there. I don't know if we was in the truck or what, but like I was just like, hey, boy, we got what? Okay.
Yeah, nah,
That was a
I
good
don't- we
fucking
definitely
time.
we won't even in the truck yet.
Nope. Not yet.
Not yet.
Video,
In the
man.
truck yet.
That was what a time, okay. But
Yeah.
no, that feeling I got of just like this shit is fucking done. Like I really felt like I think when I got that feeling, that's when it really clicked for me. Like I'm like doing this music shit. Like you have to
Yeah.
care a certain amount for you to even feel like that. You know what I
Because
mean?
anybody could throw a group of songs together. You feel me? Like I know a lot of people. Like I own a studio, so But like I know a lot of people that's just like, oh, I'm making a tape, and then they just throw the last 10 songs they recorded
No
into that
cap.
joint.
No particular order,
No
just
partic-
literally in the order they recorded them.
And they like, boom, this joint out, drop it, and that's it. That's what it is. And they expecting the masses to gravitate to it. But it's like I feel like DOD was the first time for me. Like, I mean, it's not necessarily the first time I ever felt that relief being finished with a tape. But for me, it was the first time I actually felt like I I put my all into a tape. Like I actually felt like I left it all on the table.
Yeah, I think that that last just editing session, it was really just like all right,
Man.
play this song. Cause even like before we was there, listen, nigga, we prep, okay? Before we was there, I had a note with literally every song that needed a change and what change needed to be done. Like
So
I had this shit ready to go.
We pull up like, hey, boom, boom, boom. So all right, go to this one.
Boom, we gonna do this.
Scroll all the way to the middle part of that joke. Cut that ad lib out.
Yep.
Cut that joke completely.
And we're
That's
done
all
with
we
this
need.
one. Boom, next one.
Next one.
I'm talking about that shit was down to the T.
It was playing, but with a different aspect from my view of DDOD. It was like I'm thinking about what it took for us to become like the rap group that we are now.
Yeah.
So like it was just a lot of like switching and like at first I was kind of getting discouraged with it, but when we actually came together and the tape was finished and me hearing it start to finish, I'm like, I really rap with like the best niggas.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
I think that definitely like where I felt like we was all at a par. Like we had a level where we was all at and we was cohesively working together. Like I felt like that was our most. As actually that whole creation of that tape is actually what I would credit as one of our first and most impactful like actual bonding moments as a group, like
For sure.
like because we was just together all the time. We at the studio, we go into the spot, boom, we hit the spot, we go to the studio after, we go to the spot, talk about these songs, go to the spot, talk we go hoop, talk about the song.
Oh, that was back at the lake.
Back at the lake.
I was working at Food Lion.
Oh man, I was working at Cookout.
I was at Cinema. Yeah.
No cap. With
Man,
the 3-way
listen.
calls, planning beats and stuff.
No cap.
I will never forget the one day after DDOD dropped. I don't know. It was sometime recent after, and me and True was in the car. We was on the way to Woodlake.
Yeah.
And I got a call from Julian. It's my big brother, y'all. That's
Big bro.
Big bro.
Big bro.
He was supposed to be on the episode, and shit happens. Anyways, I got a call from Big Bro. And prior to this, little backstory for y'all, okay? The last time me and him had to talk about my music, I was in my room. This was back in the day. This was way back.
Way back.
I was recording No Stress off of Audacity and my Yeti mic. Okay, this was probably the third song I had ever recorded myself.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
The quality was not there. Okay, the song was alright, but the quality was not there. I played it for this nigga, and he laughed at me.
Oh man.
Okay, and that was probably my skizzy origin story. Cause I was like, "Who the fuck?" I was like, "You're not hearing this shit." That was the last time I showed him anything music related. Okay, fast forward. D-Dye drops.
D-Dye.
And I get a call from this nigga, and I answer, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's just, I don't remember how exactly it started, but he was like, hey, man, I was listening to DDOD, man. This shit, that shit is hot, man. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, no cap.
He was
no
like,
cap.
I was, we had went to the pool, and I just had that shit playing, and I was like, after a couple songs, I started listening. I was like, hang on, let me run this shit back.
Make sure we not tripping.
And he was like, as soon as Don't Bang started, he was like, dang, man, these boys is really doing
Oh,
that.
man,
And I was
man.
like, yeah, nigga.
It was the first
Yeah.
time I really felt like we was doing it. That was
Yeah.
before everything. So like,
And that nigga one of my biggest fans now,
Look.
okay? So listen,
for sure,
anything is possible.
My biggest story with DDOD, we could move on after this, but my biggest story with DDOD for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to audition for Panic 2000, shout out Panic 2000, all that shit. But so when I went to audition, I thought from DDOD one, I thought I was one of the best rappers in the world. I thought we was like nobody's touching us.
Very cocky.
Yeah.
Two,
I mean, still are.
still are, but at that time it was a little unwarranted. We only had one, but so I get to these auditions and realize that every verse I ever had, like the only verses I was willing to rap for these niggas was DDOD verses. So then I ran out of DDOD verses at one point in time. I started rapping they verses. I'm doing they verses.
Never forget this nigga wants some beats by Dre.
Bro.
Rapping Trill song.
Bro, I was so heated, bro, because I was
heated too, because that song was a banger.
I had a friend there that I dropped that song, and she had texted me, and she was like, "I thought this was your song," and I was like, "It is." And she was like, "You know him?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my boy."
Yeah. Look, so what happened is I got a verse on the song, but that hadn't dropped at the time. It wasn't out at the time.
Yeah.
So when they was like, "Hey, we got a talent show at orientation," I'm like, "All right, boom, pull up to the talent show, dun. And they're like, "What you doing?" And this is prior to DDOD, so I didn't have nothing but the couple of songs that me and Trill recorded.
Right.
Most of them shits was kind of ass. So I was like, "Well, I like this verse. I like this verse a lot." I said, "We doing Run It Up."
Hey man,
Oh,
Shit is sickening.
I was like, "Technically, bro, those my beats." he was like, "Man, I broke these beats, man. You broke something like that." I was like, "You broke the beat,
I
bro?"
had them beats for a long part of a semester a long time ago. That nigga left them in my car. I was like, "Don't mind
Definitely
if I
left
do."
him in his car, and he had those beats the whole rest of the semester.
To be fair, I gave him back as soon as he asked, but
Nah,
I mean,
for sure,
the
for
nigga
sure.
was in Petersburg. I'm not about to just sit there and let him go to waste. Okay, them things has a nice sound.
Yeah, you lucky you my friend. Anybody else that would have used them bitches would have got fought.
Hey, listen, if we wasn't friends, you would have never seen them beats again. I'd have been like, "What beats?"
What beats don't care.
Hey man, speaking of beats, y'all like that transition?
Speaking of beats.
I think my second favorite like album completion story was for sure Dreamland.
Dreamland was a good time.
Just like finishing that shit and just sitting in the studio, which was Dreamland at the time. Like we really brought that tape to life. You
For
know
sure,
what I
for
mean?
sure, for
Like
sure.
that really started out as an idea, and we just created a whole world around
Yeah,
it. And
I think it was so. I think like, and you could go back and watch the documentary, but like, I think every time I think of Dreamland, I just remember Uriah hitting me up in the middle of the summer, just like, "Hey, bro, let's do a tape together."
Shout out Uriah.
Shout out. Nah. For y'all that don't know, Uriah, I know Uriah since I've been like 7 years old.
Same.
Yeah, like we all was there. You know, we was like Uriah grew up with us. He was actually.
You think we should plug the video in?
I will not. But me and Uriah, me, Trill, and Uriah was at our first ever performance together. Me and Trill were together performing in 6th grade.
Short little cut story. We weren't even supposed to perform together. Like we were supposed to perform separate, and the lady put us together.
Yeah.
Destiny.
That's gang, you know.
I was in private school getting a bunch of teenage boners from white girls.
For sure.
Ooh.
What a time.
For sure. I think, but Dreamland was definitely a time, bro. I think. But I also, every time I think of Dreamland, I always think of the curse.
Yeah, no, for those of y'all who don't know, Dreamland is very much, at least not the tape itself, but the release of Dreamland. It like cursed the dreamers for like a solid 3-4 months.
Good
like,
3 months.
Niggas
No
was
cap.
going through it.
Me and Cullen both lost the car.
It makes sense. Like the
Like 2
whole.
weeks.
Oh man, there was so much shit going
Oh, hold
on.
on. Let me
bro.
tell this story. Let me tell you. This is crazy. So what? Actually, this is even funnier. So the night we had our Dreamland show at Buco Resto Bar. At Buco Resto. Shout out Buco.
Fuck
The
that
night we had our Dreamland show, a lot of crazy stuff
It was
going
like
on.
it was setting up to be perfect, and then literally like everything went fucked up. Like
Man.
everything.
So
Okay.
shout out to my boy Dre. So I used to have to go, well, I still do, take Dre, bring Dre to the shows with me. You know, he stay in Hampton at the time. I was staying at the studio. So, so I used to go.
We're gonna skip past that.
So I went that day from the studio to Hampton.
No Wi-Fi niggas gonna track this video like, aha, we found him. Installation.
Oh man, but I had to go from the studio in Norfolk to Hampton to go pick up Dre. From Hampton to go pick up Hampton to Virginia Beach to the Buco. Then from Buco to the studio to the after party. Then Dre wanted to go home early, so I went from the after party at the studio to Hampton to go drop Dre off. Then I went back to the studio because, you know, that's where I was staying. So I went back to the studio. I get back to the studio. Everybody's still there, but we closing up. I'm locking the doors and stuff. I decided I want to go to Suffolk and sleep at my mama's house. So
sweet.
I was the last one to leave. I lock all the doors, turn off all the lights. Everybody been gone 15 minutes. I walk out, get in the car, and as soon as I hit the highway, that shit just broke down, nigga. And just, you know, for just some advice for all of those of you that have a car, you know, make sure you got some oil in that.
Get an oil change.
Make sure you got some oil in that hole now. I ain't know. Somebody ain't telling me. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. So that shit just started out in the middle of the highway at
it's like 3 in the fucking
It's 3 in the morning.
Let me tell y'all, okay? So I had a long fucking night, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna get into that shit because it still pisses me the fuck off. But anyways, I'm home and I'm just like, fuck it. We're going to sleep. And fucking 3 in the morning comes and I get a call from Cullen talking about, bro, I don't even know what he said. My car died. I need a jump or something. I'm like, what?
Man.
And in my head, I was like, boy, you lucky you my nigga, because anyone else, I wouldn't have even answered this phone call.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning,
It's
bro.
3 o'clock in the morning. Listen, I ain't even have jumper cables, so I went to one 7-Eleven. They ain't have jumper cables.
I still got those jumper cables.
I went to another 7-Eleven, didn't have jumper cables. I had to go to a fucking Wawa. Finally got them cables, and then immediately as I'm on the way to Cullen, it starts fucking pouring. I'm not even wearing like rain clothes. I'm in a fucking shorts like what I sleep in. I'm like, yo, what? So I pull up there and it's still fucking storming, and I call him and I'm just like, I don't know if this is safe to do right now. I was like, my only reference point was motherfucking Are We There Yet in the beginning, and I remember, bro, it fucking lit the fuck up. Boom! I was like, I'm a little ass nigga. You got me fucked up.
I said, yeah, no, I won't even go try it. So I was just like,
man, just take the cables. I don't need them. Okay, I will, best of luck to you.
Shout out Darren G. He came all the way back from Suffolk to come pick me up, and then took me home. Got home the next day. I went and got my car. They told me basically.
It's times like these where you know who your niggas is.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I can't get niggas to drive 5 minutes up the street.
Don't care.
I was actually fine in the midst of all this Dreamland curses, but 2 weeks,
Bitch ass nigga.
2 weeks
Oh,
later,
your shit came after.
I am on.
Come here, nigga.
I'm literally on my way to work, and I'm stuck in traffic. I'm in traffic trying to go to work. I just passed Mac Ben. We just came from the spot. Yeah, because me and you had the same shift that day. I was on the phone with you when this happened.
Yeah, we were working at the Dollar.
Working at the Family Dollar.
Not on the phone.
Forget the dollar, by the way. Anyway.
Fuck the dollar.
As soon as we about to move forward just a little bit in the traffic, my stuff starts tweaking. I see all the lights coming on in the car. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm like, hey.
That's a different.
I'm like, wait a
scary,
minute. My wheel lock up. I'm like, hey, nah. Trying to move. My thing just. I'm like, yo, what? So now I gotta turn on my hazards. I'm already in traffic. Niggas looking at me like, yo. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I'm telling you, all the lights turned on in that bitch when my shit died. I got scared of the motherfucker. This shit turned on and then everything just shut down. Nigga, I was in the middle of the highway going 0 miles per hour at the top of a hill. My shit started rolling backwards down the hill. I tried to, the wheel locked up, so now I'm trying to force the wheel to the right, so that I can like I'm trying to make sure I get to the side of the road before another car comes.
Yeah, man.
Nigga, I was
What a time.
the curse, man.
The
And then I
curse.
had fucked up cars for like months after that, nigga. Shout out to my car now. I got Frank,
Yeah,
but
man.
boy,
It was a wild time. And man, listen, the moral of the story here, folks, is as trendy as it sounds, do not drop your shit on Friday the 13th.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
Don't do it.
nah. That's a curse.
From experience, it got all three of us, nigga. Okay? Trill thought he was in the clear 2 weeks later. Bop! Right on the back of your head, nigga. Take this shit. You thought you were safe?
Nah,
Come here.
Nah,
I
they
say-
coming to get you.
Don't
I
do that
say
shit.
another added moral.
It
to
was
the story
13 days after Halloween too.
Yeah, no, it was we
Yeah,
fucked ourselves.
We was wild.
It was like we the
Yeah.
dreamers, bro. Like what?
Look, man, it was for the tape. Shout out, but goddamn.
Yeah, nah.
Also, another moral to the story: know who your niggas is.
Know who your
niggas
niggas is, man.
They come through when you need them.
Shout out to my
That's a
niggas.
Fendi fact. Hey, man, I'm picking up this see-through drip.
See-through drip.
That see-through.
Yes, sir.
I
You
put a
see
picture
it?
of the shirt in that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all can't see it, but you see it.
You
okay?
see
We
it
got
right
that
now.
white,
You looking at
We
it.
got that black. It's that reflective gray.
Yeah, you see that? I'm gonna make it rotate if I can. But
Limited size.
if I can't make it rotate, it's
You
just
know
gonna be
what I'm
blank
saying?
on the screen.
1 for 25, 2 for 40. Come get them things, okay? Free poster with your shirt, okay? Where we at next week, boys?
Next week
We are at Utopia.
Hang on.
Puffin
We are at Puffin.
Puffin Mike.
Mike, ran by my guy Marv P.
Puffin Mike.
Marv
That is
Pizzle. We
Friday,
got that.
August 5th.
August 5th.
August 5th. That's
Alright.
Suffolk, VA.
Grove on East Washington Street
Yes,
now.
sir.
$10 entry.
$10 entry, 420 friendly.
Come on now, we rocking that joint
It's
out
a good
from
time.
top to
It's
bottom.
always a great time.
You know,
and
we're gonna dance for y'all
we
niggas
gonna
rocking
dance
the
for
shit.
y'all.
Just a
And
little
then
bit.
If you fucking with that, Sunday.
Sunday.
August 7th at
Sunday.
Utopia.
Fenny.
Fenny. The
Fenny,
Dreamers
Fenny,
is
Fenny.
live in concert, nigga.
Go,
48.
go.
Tap in for
Go.
them tickets. Link
Go.
is in the bio.
Go.
10.
Go.
Is it 10 or is it 15? I think it might be 15
Go.
this time. It's worth it either way, nigga. Pull up, okay? It's gonna be a lit show. Nigga.
Come with
We
the
got some
beat.
fire for y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
As always, make sure to leave any comments, suggestions, or questions in the comment
Yeah,
section.
please hit us up.
We'll
Hit
get
us
to
up.
those. We love y'all. We fuck with every single one of y'all, okay?
Every single one of y'all. Every single one.
What's the song of the day, boys?
Song of the day.
Trail, pick one.
If I had to pick, I shall pick Fly Away.
Hey,
okay.
I like that. Fly
Fly
away.
Away.
Fly Away is like the one song on Dreamland where it's really like, nigga, you fucking survived. You know what I mean? Like a lot of
Yeah.
those songs are just hitting
Just wanna
with
fly
depression.
away.
But Fly Away is just
Fly-
a breath of fresh air.
Fly
Yeah,
away.
no, okay, true. Yeah, Fly Away. It's off of Dreamland, okay? The Curse tape.
The curse one.
Yeah.
If you're feeling down, go listen to Dreamland. You're gonna feel like
Yeah. We go ahead and escape to Dreamland.
Yeah, man. A nice little plug in there.
Go
All right, y'all, man. Hey, man, follow us everywhere. Daydreamer757.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Literally
Daydreamer
everywhere.
757.
We out
It's
of
gonna
here.
be right there.
Peace.